Dodge Ram video, getting a low voltage light. Low voltage, and truck did stall out on me, and my volts have been super low, and then eventually the battery died. And the check gauge's light is also on. Now that happened to me recently, and it ended up, my oil pressure light was dropping. So I checked YouTube, and YouTube said I needed an oil change, and that's what happened. So that was fixed. So now the low voltage keeps coming up, and when you search YouTube for low voltage, you keep getting that stupid low pressure oil sensor light. So once the truck stalled, I said, okay, maybe my alternator's finally going. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop this off, bring it to AutoZone, have them check it, and replace if needed. You stick your ratchet in the tensioner, pull up on it, and remove the belt. You gotta take the belt off. And make sure you check the routing on the belt. And then watch out, that spring loaded, so just easy back in it. And there's 3 squares on there. You just stick your ratchet in there without the socket and pry it up. And then next we gotta get to this bracket. Some of the Hemis don't have this bracket. If you do, you gotta remove it. It's like 4 13 millimeter bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That bracket will come off. We'll take that bolt off. Make sure you disconnect your battery. And then we also have the power and the plug. Disconnect the plug. And once this bolt is out, there's another bolt here. That's gotta come off. This will remove right out. It's 3 nuts, and then this bolt is the one to the right underneath the AC compressor. And then the bracket pops off. That's that bolt here, goes here. And then this looks like a 15. This is my Scotty Kilmer version of the Toyota Celica that he has. It's got 230,000 miles. So does mine. I'm trying to keep her going as beautiful as possible. I changed a couple coil packs. This engine runs super strong. I think the guy who previously owned it was a real estate agent, and I think he took good care of it. I think he had a minor accident because it was on the report. I test drove it. It was fine. I had the death wobble, but I changed all the components to fix that, so I haven't had any death wobble problems. It just runs like a tank. The transmission is starting to slip, and these are known for cheap, crappy automatic transmissions. Scotty Kilmer will tell you. But it's not, you know, I'm babying it. I don't plan on changing the transmission fluid anytime soon because I believe that when you do that to a truck or anything with that many miles, you're just asking for problems. If you like the original owner, you can keep up on it, I would, or check the fluid itself. Sometimes it's clear. If it's clear or maybe just dirty, then you can change it and you should be fine. But if you see black particles or metal flakes, then most likely the transmission fluid is full of the slipping, and you're gonna need to keep it in there. But y'all make your own decisions, or check with your mechanic. He'll show you. If you got a good one, he'll tell you the truth. So yep, 15 on the 2 bolts here. This is gonna pop right out, and then this alternator should just wiggle free. Alternators are fun because they tend to be easy. My wife's truck, I did the alternator on it. It was just you had to pop the wheel off to get underneath the rear well. But usually the bigger vehicles, it should pop right out. And it's a little rusty, so it might need some finessing. We're gonna wiggle it out of there. Okay, so we hit it with some WD in the spots where it's touching, because it's a little tight in there. Let me get my BFC. Use your imagination. Oh. BFC coming in clutch. BFC. Yeah. Oh. Where am I stuck? I should just pop out there. There she goes. There she goes. All right, don't drop it, because we don't know if it's bad yet. We think it's bad. Find out. So close. There she goes. It's just heavy. Oh, it's a little piece. There we go. Easy peasy. Bang. Let's go take it to AutoZone and find out what the story is. So when you re-put in your alternator, for some reason this bolt here, make sure you're right. I actually cross-threaded the threads. I won't be able to wrench down tight on it, but it wasn't enough threads to strip it. But it wasn't right. This bolt matches up, but this one doesn't. So I don't know if they put the wrong spacer in when they remanufactured it or what. But just be careful. If you feel it going in tight, shouldn't be like that. And I forced it in, took a chance because I don't feel like going back to the store. So you stick it in, you just rest it in 2 spots, put your 2 bolts on, then we'll put that bracket on, that 4-bolt bracket. Then we'll route the fan belt, and then we'll hook up our connections. And your bracket goes in like an M. I started putting it in like a W, it's upside down. So an M, like this bracket that literally does nothing. I mean, it holds everything together, but it's just silly. Okay, so you can see that. 4 nuts and a bolt. Sounds like a movie. Okay, and once your bracket's in, you can reroute the fan belt, which, if I remember correctly, it's around the flywheel, down around the power steering pump, up around the AC unit, and then I think it goes underneath to the random pulley to nothing, and then up and around, there's the tensioner, and then it comes up and over this here. So let's get my socket again, find my little black box, just right there. What you should do is get it around the alternator first. That's the trick. Get it around the alternator first, and then straight. We're gonna put the socket down here so we can pull up higher. There's that girl. Okay, that's all I did was I didn't have the tensioner high enough. I let off the tensioner. Check your belt again. Make sure it's in its proper settings. Otherwise, you start the truck up and you burn that right through that belt in one revolution. And I'm looking at everything. Everything looks to be right. Get my socket out of there. Okay, and we're connected. Now we're just gonna hook up our positive cable. Battery's disconnected. They gave you a nut and bolt for this. They don't give you mounting bolts. Okay, put it on. Put your washer on, and then you can use your old one or the new one. Being that I have the socket that fits the old one, I'm gonna put the old one back on. I know I got the right size. Tighten that down. Put our connector back on. Just a quick plug. Ping, easy. And then we'll go back to our 13. Tighten that down. Come on, baby. Yeah. Now, alternators aren't always easy, especially when you wrench down hard enough to break the plastic. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, I broke the plastic mounting. Oops. I don't think I damaged the whole thing, but don't over tighten. Story of my life. Sometimes alternators are down, like my wife's Xterra. You gotta take the wheel off to get through the wheel well. In your hands, it's hard to get to the electrical connections. They're not always gonna be this easy, but on this Ram 06, piece of cake, 2 bolts, a couple electrical connectors, pulley, belt, and you're done. Start the truck up, see if we got voltage. All right, see what we got. All right, truck's running, voltage is in the middle, my check gauge light is off. My airbag light's on. It popped on a little while ago, I'm not sure why. But we are cranking voltage, so hopefully that was the fix. Although I'm pretty sure my voltage was always more than in the middle, but the battery might need some charging, so once the battery's charged up, maybe that'll go up a little bit. Bolt's running good, belt's running good, quiet, no problems. Looks good. So next time you want to change an alternator, give it a shot. It's not too bad. Quick short video. My car videos tend to get more views than my boat motor videos. So if you happen to stumble across this video, throw a subscribe down. I know you might not be into my channel, but I'm trying to get to 1,000. If you can help me out, I really appreciate it. In any case, thanks for enduring me as always. Check you guys later.